Alright guys, this is a bit of a video information for people that have been following and want to learn about what batteries are any good or not, what size batteries you need, how long they last, what fridges, blah blah blah, all that sort of thing. And there's a whole lot of information experiences. So if you haven't seen the other videos, just search OPTIMA or fridge or solar, and any of those videos could be relevant. And sometimes you got to watch them and listen a couple of times, because the information I've got in my head didn't get there in a few minutes, so it's hard to get it out the same. I'll do the best I can. Now, so if you've been watching, and I release these videos in the right order, this blue OPTIMA here is our 5.5-year-old OPTIMA that came out of the 120. It's been absolutely hammered, but also looked after. It's been cycled well into the four figures, over 1,000 times. It's been running 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, for 5.5 years. It does get plugged on AC chargers and stuff, and get plugged in on 240 volt and stuff like that every now and then. So the battery gets a break, the fridge gets a break. There's all those variables, but it also gets left sit there for 2 or 3 days at a time and really drained out hard. So it has been well cycled. At the moment, what we've done is we've recharged that blue battery. It took a couple of days on the slow. Look, it's kind of like a 2 amp charger, and we prefer to do it slow. And it's a cheap charger, so for you guys at home, it's pretty cheap to get your hands on one of those, sort of the $30 charger type thing. Anyway, I think it says 4 amp RMS, 2.2 amp, something like that anyway. I'm not the expert on chargers, but it'll do the job. We ran it down. This battery ran this fridge, sat on 0 for, we started on a Thursday morning at 9 o'clock, and it was flat by Saturday afternoon, but it was okay in the morning. So it was down to 11.5 volts, so probably not as good as a new one, agreed, but look, it still ran the fridge 2 days, you know what I mean? So now what we're doing is we've charged it up, so fully charged, and we've put a set of solar panels on it. So I'm going to show you, firstly, what we've done is we've set the fridge on -10. We've basically emptied it out, so there's minimal items in there, so every time we open it, we're letting all the cold out. And about an hour ago this started. The water's not even cold yet because it's just a WAECO, right? I'm not telling you I like WAECOs, let's be clear here. They do the job, they're good enough, but I'm not saying they're my fridge of choice. That water, let's see how long it takes to freeze, right? That's part of it. See how long that takes to freeze. The battery was on full voltage, and the sun's out now. We've only got, I've been watching this, it has been up higher and it's up and down and whatever, but let's not judge it too soon yet. We've got a set of solar panels, right? Just going to quickly duck out to those, right? This is the solar panels. They're sitting in full sun, they're clean, right? Perfect environment, right? We've got the sun shining on them, they're nice and flat, right? Short lead, it's only the 5-meter lead, right? And we're going to see how long that battery will last with a set of cheap 120 watt King's solar panels with the standard regulator that comes with it. So then even if you haven't got a dual battery, if you have solar panels, you go to a camp somewhere, you're planning to base camp for 5 days, do you need any other charging, or will this do the job? Well, I can't control the sun, and while we're doing that, we've also just duck over to the car. We've got the new battery in the 120. Now I'll be really clear about this. With the fridge running, right, you can see the fridge is running and it's sitting in the sun. Real world conditions, 22-degree ambient temperature, 4.5 in the fridge. Let's make it a bit colder in there. Right, we'll drop that, that'll get down to about 2. So that compressor's running now, which is why that's just dropped to 12.8. But let me give you the heads up. The battery that's on the solar panels I just showed you with the WAECO, the old battery, it started off fully charged from an AC charge at an absolutely 100% state of charge. This battery, what I did, this car has been parked here in the hot sun for 2 days, so same test as the older battery, and it was only down to 12.2 volts with those accessory loads of the vehicle, like the voltmeter as well, which we've proven is drawing about 0.15 of an amp, right? So there's a bit of a draw there, and it brings it down to about 12.8 overnight. But this car, it was parked, let's say today's Monday, the vehicle hasn't been driven since Saturday. So Saturday it was parked here in the sun in the afternoon. So it's run Saturday night, all day Sunday in the sun, all Sunday night. Monday morning, 9 o'clock, 12.2 volts still, which sort of says to me that's a better battery than the old one. So the old one, it isn't bad, but it's not a new battery anymore. It's kind of like a 60-70% type battery, if you know what I mean. It does the job, but it's not as good as a new one. Now, in fairness, we're also running a top quality set of solar panels, right? We've got them up on the roof here. Let's climb up there. Actually, before we climb up there, we'll just go along. Let's have a look here. We've just got, I just want to show you, right, direct connection to the battery to be similar to the other one. And no special regulators either, all right? Nothing special here, just special panels, right? This is the regulator that come with it, right? There it is, right? These are the SAMSON panels. SAMSON from MALANDY Outdoor Adventure. These are about 150, 40, 50, 60 watts somewhere. They're not a big difference, but let's allow. But look, these are made in the, I'm told, in the same factory as the Red Arc with a few other upgrades. So I think they're a bit cheaper and a bit better. The guys at MALANDY are awesome. Give Andy a call, give him a call and say, hey Anthony, Oz Prado crew, 4x4 diesel, the Prado specialist guy, he recommended, you know, because what I've seen so far, these panels are a lot better than those you get what you pay for type panels. So both sets of panels are laying flat in the sun, right? Let's get back down here, go back around the back of the vehicle for a minute, right? With the compressor running 12.8, but remember the battery started at a very low state of charge. 2 days it was down to 12.2. And I'm going to show you the sun. There it is. It's a bit cloudy, right? How'd you like that? A bit of sun in your eyes. It is a bit cloudy, okay? So I'm going to add a little bit more into this video. I've already used 6 minutes. I'm trying to keep them to about 10 minutes, guys. This one might go a little bit longer. Please bear with me. I'm trying to help educate you on batteries and fridges and solar and how things actually work in the real world experiences, when we've had a lot of experience with different fridges and charging and solar and camping and setups here at the work, outside the workshop, just testing stuff out. A lot of different experiences, so I'm just trying to share that with you. Sit tight and we'll get some more info for you. Alright, this is the 3:30 in the afternoon update. It is a Monday. I don't know if I mentioned that at the start of the video. Monday, 3:30 in the afternoon. We've just got this set on -10 as and it's been working hard all day pumping this battery. And I've just noticed we put in a bottle of water and it's pretty well almost frozen, not quite there yet. So that shows how well the WAECO has been working and how well it can work. And I'm not promoting WAECO or anything. And with those El Cheapo Kings panels, just goes to show what they can do, because we're seeing 14.4 at the moment. Remember, this battery did start off fully charged on AC power. Let's go and see how have a look at how the other one's going. Okay, so we've got the Kings panels here. I might be blocking the sun at the moment, but that's what's pumping that battery, giving it the 14.4. And just here, we've got the ENGEL also set on, well, it's getting down there. We've only just cranked it down in the last couple of hours, a little bit after the other one. You can see ambient temperature here, 32.3, -5 in the fridge. So with the compressor running, we're seeing 12.8. That's with those quality panels up on the roof. So both getting full sun right now. There it is in your eyes, bit of sun in your eyes. How'd you like that? Let's give it a bit longer and I'll give you a bit more feedback shortly. Okay, it's the 5:30 PM update. You can see the sun's just about gone and it's behind the cloud anyway. 26 degrees outside, -6 in the fridge. Battery voltage, compressor running or not? No, it's not. Battery voltage on 12.9, so that's a pretty good recovery from 2 days running without any solar or charging anything, and now it's got virtually nothing because the sun's virtually gone. So it's come back from 12.2 to 13, so pretty well a full battery, while the fridge has been set on, it's on about -7 degrees. So there's a bottle of water that'll probably freeze there as well. You can see here the this set of solar panels, basically no sun on those either. Let's go into where this fridge is. Here we are. Okay, what do we got? 12.5, but the compressor's running, so let's just change the setting on that to get it to stop running. Okay, so the compressor's just stopped. That'll come up a little bit. I'll just talk for a minute. So let's have a look in this fridge. I was surprised how quickly this bottle of water did freeze. Well, it's not fully rock hard frozen, but you know, you can see it's quite almost, you know, it's still wet in there, but it's on -10, a hot fridge. So this started off fully charged It's had the 120 watt El Cheapo Kings panels on, and it's been basically pumping pretty hard all day. You know, mediocre sort of temperatures, getting the water frozen slowly, but you're better off to start off with frozen things and put them in there and keep them frozen, not try and freeze them. 12.7. So yeah, not too bad. This is the battery that starts off fully charged, and all those panels are sitting out in the same amount of light. So interesting anyway, guys, just thought I'd show you that. 12.8, it's coming up a little bit. Remembering this is the battery that's 5.5 years old. We're going to do some more videos like this. We're not going to put them all on Fourby4 diesel. Some of them are going to be going on to Fourby4 Touring Australia. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to that channel. If you're enjoying this solar and battery information, plenty more coming your way. If you haven't already, please remember to give us a thumbs up and subscribe, turn the bell on, because you don't want to miss that next important bit of your education. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.